What if I told you that financial freedom has less to do with how much money you make, and everything to do with how you think, decide, and act every single day? Most people work their entire lives chasing money, yet never feel secure, fulfilled, or free. Tony Robbins discovered that wealth isn't built by luck, talent, or even intelligence, but by mastering a simple formula anyone can learn. In this video, you'll uncover the mindset shifts, strategies, and habits that separate the financially free from the financially stressed. Stay with me until the end, because the final lesson could completely change how you see money forever. Lesson 1. Financial freedom starts with psychology, not money. The fundamental truth that Tony Robbins underscores in all his teachings is that the invisible governs the visible. Most people approach financial planning as a series of mathematical equations, calculating interest rates, looking at tax brackets, or tracking expenses, but they ignore the most volatile variable in the equation, their own mind. Robbins argues that 80% of success in any endeavor, especially finance, is psychology, while only 20% is mechanics. This means that even if you were handed a foolproof investment strategy, you would likely find a way to dismantle it if your internal blueprint is wired for scarcity. Your financial results are a direct mirror of your inner beliefs. If you view money through a lens of fear or resentment, your brain will naturally seek out evidence to support those feelings, leading to a self-fulfilling prophecy of struggle. Changing your financial identity requires a radical overhaul of the stories you tell yourself about what you deserve and what is possible. Many of us carry financial scripts inherited from our parents or our environment. Ideas like, money is the root of all evil, or wealthy people are greedy. These subconscious barriers act as a thermostat, capping your success at a level where you feel safe or righteous. To break through to financial freedom, you must first identify these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. You have to move from a mindset of, I can't afford this, to, how can I create the value necessary to afford this? This shift isn't just positive thinking, it is a neurological rewiring that changes how you perceive opportunities and risks in the marketplace. When your psychology shifts, your physiology and actions naturally follow. High performers don't just work harder, they operate from a state of certainty. This certainty allows them to stay the course when the market dips or when a business venture hits a snag. If your identity is tied to being a wealth creator, you will view setbacks as temporary data points rather than permanent failures. Robbins emphasizes that true wealth begins the moment you decide that your standard for living is no longer negotiable. When you raise your standards, you stop settling for a life of just enough and start demanding excellence from your financial habits. Money ceases to be a source of anxiety and begins to function as a versatile tool, a resource that can be directed toward growth, security, and contribution. Ultimately, mastering your psychology means mastering your emotions. Financial markets are driven by two primary forces, fear and greed. Most retail investors lose money because they are reactive. They buy when everyone is euphoric and sell when everyone is terrified. By developing a psychological fortress, you detach your self-worth from your net worth. This emotional intelligence allows you to make calm, calculated decisions while others are panicking. Robbins teaches that wealth is not just about the numbers in your bank account, but about the wealth of spirit, the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have the skills and the mindset to thrive regardless of external economic conditions. When you win the inner game, the outer game becomes a matter of strategy and time. Lesson 2. Learn the difference between income and wealth. There is a pervasive myth in modern society that a high salary is synonymous with wealth. We see people with prestigious titles, driving luxury cars and living in sprawling mansions, and we assume they are financially free. However, Tony Robbins points out that many high earners are actually high-income poor. They are trapped on a treadmill of consumption where every raise in pay is met with an equal or greater increase in lifestyle expenses. This is the danger of relying solely on earned income. It is temporary and requires your physical presence. If you stop working, the money stops flowing. True wealth, conversely, is the ability to maintain your desired lifestyle without having to trade your time for a paycheck. It is measured in time, not just dollars. To transition from an earner to a wealth builder, you must understand the mechanics of assets versus liabilities. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out. Most people spend their lives collecting liabilities that they mistake for assets, most notably their primary residence or their vehicles. While these things have value, they do not provide the cash flow necessary for freedom. Robbins teaches that the goal is to build a money machine, a portfolio of diversified assets such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and businesses that generate passive income. The moment your passive income exceeds your living expenses, you are officially wealthy. You are no longer working for money. Money is working for you. The shift from chasing income to building assets requires a fundamental change in how you value your time. Income is linear. You work 1 hour, you get paid for 1 hour. Wealth is exponential. You invest 1 hour in building a system or choosing an investment, and that asset can pay you for decades. This is why Robbins emphasizes the importance of automated systems. By setting up a structure where a portion of every dollar you earn is automatically diverted into an investment account, you ensure that you are building your future even when you aren't thinking about it. You are effectively buying back your future time. This allows you to focus on high-value activities and creative pursuits rather than the mundane grind of survival. Furthermore, understanding the difference between income and wealth changes your relationship with taxes and inflation. Earned income is often the most heavily taxed form of money. Wealth-based income, such as long-term capital gains or dividends, often enjoys more favorable tax treatment. By focusing on wealth, you are also protecting your purchasing power. In an era of currency devaluation, holding hard assets or shares in productive companies is a hedge against the eroding effects of inflation. Tony Robbins encourages his students to stop being consumers of the economy and start being owners of the economy. When you own the means of production through your investments, you benefit from the labor and innovation of the entire world rather than just your own. Lesson 3. Master the art of saving and investing first. The most critical financial habit anyone can develop is the practice of paying yourself first. This is a concept popularized by Robbins that challenges the traditional logic of saving what is left over at the end of the month. The reality is that for most people, there is never anything left over. The more we make, the more we spend. By treating your savings and investments as your first and most important bill, you guarantee your financial future. This requires a level of discipline that many find daunting, but Robbins suggests that the key is automation. When the money never hits your checking account, you don't miss it, and you are forced to adapt your lifestyle to the remaining balance. This forced scarcity actually breeds creativity and better budgeting habits. Investing is not just a way to grow your money, it is a way to harness the most powerful force in the universe, compound interest. Albert Einstein famously called it the eighth wonder of the world, and Robbins illustrates this by showing how even small, consistent contributions can snowball into millions over time. The accelerator of wealth isn't how much you earn, but how early you start and how consistently you stay invested. Many people make the mistake of waiting for a windfall, a big bonus, or an inheritance before they start investing. They miss out on the critical years of growth where their money could have been doubling. The wealthy understand that time is more valuable than capital. You can always earn more money, but you can never get back a year of lost compounding. A core pillar of Robbins' strategy is the Freedom Fund. This is a dedicated account that you never touch for consumption, only for investment. He suggests breaking down your financial goals into tiers: financial security, financial independence, and financial freedom. By knowing exactly how much you need to cover your basic expenses, you can create a roadmap that feels achievable. This removes the vague nature of wanting to be rich and replaces it with a specific target. Saving, in this context, is no longer about deprivation, it is about buying your freedom. Every dollar you put into your investment account is a freedom fighter that goes to work for you so that one day you won't have to work for anyone else. Robbins also warns against the hidden fees and taxes that can erode your investment returns over time. Mastering the art of investing means being an educated consumer of financial products. Many mutual funds and advisors charge fees that seem small, perhaps 1% or 2%. But over a 30-year period, those fees can eat up more than half of your potential gains. By seeking out low-cost index funds and tax-efficient strategies, you keep more of your money working for you. This is the difference between working harder and working smarter. When you combine the power of automated saving with the efficiency of low-cost, long-term investing, you create an unstoppable momentum that eventually carries you to your goals regardless of market volatility. Lesson 4. Reduce risk through knowledge, not fear. Fear is the primary reason most people stay on the sidelines of the global economy. They hear stories of market crashes, black swan events, or friends who lost everything on a bad tip, and they conclude that investing is a form of gambling. Tony Robbins dismantles this notion by explaining that risk and reward are not just about luck, they are about information and strategy. The risk isn't in the market itself, but in the lack of an informed plan. When you don't understand how an asset class works, you are indeed gambling. However, when you educate yourself on the history of markets, the cycles of the economy, and the mechanics of diversification, you realize that volatility is a natural and even beneficial part of the process. One of the most effective ways to reduce risk is through asset allocation. Robbins often cites his interviews with the world's most successful hedge fund managers like Ray Dalio, who emphasize that you cannot predict the future, but you can prepare for it. By spreading your investments across different categories, stocks, bonds, commodities, and real estate, you ensure that no single event can wipe you out. This is the holy grail of investing, achieving the highest possible return with the lowest possible risk. When one asset class is struggling, another is often thriving. This structural diversification provides a buffer that keeps your emotions in check, preventing you from making the catastrophic mistake of selling at the bottom of a market cycle. Knowledge also provides the clarity needed to distinguish between price and value. The average investor reacts to price. They see a stock going down and they get scared. The educated investor looks at value. They see a stock going down and realize it's a sale on a high-quality asset. Robbins teaches that the most money is made during times of maximum pessimism. If you have done your homework and understand the long-term trajectory of the global economy, you can stay rational while others are panicking. You stop being a victim of the news cycle and start being a strategic actor who uses market fluctuations to your advantage. This shift from reaction to proaction is the hallmark of financial maturity. Furthermore, reducing risk involves protecting your downside. Robbins highlights that the best investors are obsessed with not losing money. They look for asymmetrical risk-reward opportunities, scenarios where the potential for gain far outweighs the potential for loss. This might involve using specific financial instruments to hedge against losses or simply maintaining a cash reserve to weather storms. By focusing on capital preservation as much as capital appreciation, you ensure that you stay in the game. In the world of finance, longevity is the key to success. If you can avoid the big mistakes that lead to permanent loss of capital, the natural growth of the economy will do the heavy lifting for you over time. Lesson 5. Wealth is meaningless without purpose. The ultimate goal of Tony Robbins' financial philosophy is not just to see a high number on a balance sheet, but to experience extraordinary quality of life. He argues that money is essentially a magnifier. It makes you more of what you already are. If you are a mean person, money will make you meaner. If you are a generous person, money will make you more generous. Without a core purpose or a why that transcends self-interest, the pursuit of wealth can lead to a hollow existence. Many people achieve financial success only to find that they are still miserable because they lack connection, growth, and contribution. True freedom is the ability to live life on your own terms, fueled by a mission that brings you joy. When your financial goals are linked to a higher purpose, your motivation becomes pull instead of push. You are no longer forcing yourself to save or work. You are being pulled toward a vision of the future that excites you. This might be the desire to provide a legacy for your children, the ability to fund a cause you believe in, or the freedom to spend your time creating art or traveling. This emotional fuel is what allows you to persevere through the inevitable challenges of wealth building. Robbins often says that reasons come first, answers come second. If you have a strong enough reason to become financially free, you will find the way to make it happen. The purpose gives the money its value. Contribution is the secret to a rich life. Robbins emphasizes that the most successful and fulfilled people are those who focus on adding value to others. In a market economy, you are paid in direct proportion to the value you provide to the marketplace. Therefore, if you want to make more money, you must find a way to serve more people or serve them more deeply. This shifts the focus from taking to giving. When you approach business and investing as a way to contribute to the world, you attract more opportunities and build stronger relationships. The wealth then becomes a byproduct of your service rather than the primary goal. This creates a positive feedback loop where your success benefits everyone around you. In the end, financial freedom is about the power of choice. It is the ability to say yes to the things that matter and no to the things that don't. It is the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can handle any emergency and the thrill of knowing you can seize any opportunity. But Robbins reminds us that you don't have to wait until you are a multimillionaire to live a rich life. You can practice wealth today through gratitude, presence, and small acts of kindness. Wealth is a state of being as much as it is a state of the bank account. By aligning your finances with your deepest values and your highest purpose, you create a life that is not only successful in the eyes of the world, but deeply fulfilling in your own heart. Tony Robbins' formula for financial freedom isn't complicated, but it requires commitment. Change your mindset, build assets, invest consistently, educate yourself, and connect wealth to purpose. Financial freedom isn't a dream reserved for the lucky. It's a skill built by those willing to learn and act. If this message resonated with you, remember, the decisions you make today shape the life you live tomorrow. Stay disciplined, stay curious, and take control of your financial future, starting now.